To the countdown.
Tahniah. Siaran langsung ini dibawakan khas kepada anda oleh Akademi YouTuber Malaysia. Sebuah inisiatif e-didik Malaysia dan Kelab Guru Malaysia. Tumpukan perhatian anda. Siaran langsung akan bermula sebentar lagi. Link sijil akan diberikan di hujung siaran ini. Pastikan diisi dalam tempoh yang ditetapkan. Terima kasih.
COVID-19 semakin menular. Sekolah-sekolah terpaksa ditutup. Bagaimana dengan nasib pendidikan anak-anak kita? Sebagai ibu bapa, kita pastinya mahukan yang terbaik untuk anak-anak. Tetapi, mengapa bebankan diri dengan kelas tuisyen yang berbayar sedangkan ada yang percuma? Akademi YouTuber Malaysia, inisiatif dari e-didik dan Kelab Guru Malaysia, membawakan anak anda kelas dalam talian secara percuma, secara langsung oleh guru-guru dari seluruh negara. Maklumat lanjut, layari www.academyyoutuber.com.
Hello teachers, parents and wonderful students. Welcome to Pusat Tuisyen AYU. Bermula percuma, selamanya percuma. How are you doing today? Well, I hope all of you are ready for today's lesson. Before we proceed, let's begin our session with our prayers. The Muslims, you pray accordingly, and the non-Muslims too. Let's pray for a minute. Okay, are you ready? That's great. Let me introduce myself to those who don't know me. I am Madam Manjit from SMK Methodist ACS Ipoh, the moderator of the day. As everyone knows, schools are now closed due to PKPB. However, please do not neglect your studies. We at Pusat Tuisyen AYU will still provide you with free online classes. Are you ready? So take this chance to do your revision. I hope you do. I saw many of you have already commented on the chat session just now. As everyone knows, every Sunday at 12:30 p.m. is our English lesson for lower secondary school. So, please set your reminder and put it in your timetable. Good. Let me introduce our teacher for today's lesson. We have Madam Aishah Harun from SMK Sri Damai Kuantan. We are now live on Madam Aishah Harun's channel. Her channel's name is Learning English with Cikgu Aishah. One more time, Learning English with Cikgu Aishah. Please support her channel, Nur Aishah Harun, by clicking the subscribe button. Can you see the subscribe button below? It is red. Please turn it. Click it once. It will become black. Are you ready? Are you doing it? Good. Okay, let's continue. The topic of today's lesson is, try to guess, past perfect. All right, past perfect. Please be sure to follow the class until the end. And all together with us, we also have Madam Ahmad Filza, our control host, Madam Gan, and also Madam Emily John as the observers to ensure the smoothness of our lesson. Welcome everyone. So, before we begin, I have a few reminders to all of you. Okay, first, please pay attention to our lesson. All right, stop chatting and use the chat section wisely. If necessary, then only you use. If not, you pay attention. Good. Number 2, regarding the certificate link, the link will be given at the end of our session. Please use eDD account when you fill in your particulars. And make sure to listen to the passcode given by the presenter or me by the end of the lesson. So please wait, don't run away. And fill in the form within the time limit, which is 30 seconds. Okay, clear? Very good. Okay, anything I will let you know later. So, without further ado, let's welcome Madam Nur Aishah Harun. Welcome, Madam Nur Aishah.
For today, okay, Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Okay, so thank you for joining me today. So as you know, this is my 4th class. Okay, so I've been go live for the for the last 3 weeks. Okay, for the last 3 weeks, and this is my 4th class. Okay, so as you know, we have together with us here is Madam Filza as our control host, and Madam Emily and also Madam Gan. Okay, both all of them are English teachers. Okay, Madam Gan and Madam Emily teach lower and upper secondary. Okay, and also our moderator, she is also English teachers, and she teach both upper and lower secondary too. Okay, so as you know, our lesson for today is still on grammar, and it's about past perfect. It is in Form 3 syllabus, Unit 7, but okay, other forms such as Form 1 and Form 2, you still can learn this grammar. Okay. Okay, so before we start, okay, let's take a look at this poster. So these are the lower secondary teachers that going to teach you for the next week's classes. Okay, right? This is Madam Filza, and this is me, and this is Madam Manjit, and this is Madam Gan, right? And this is the teachers for upper secondary. Okay, upper secondary that teach Form 4 and Form 5. Okay, so for upper secondary, the class is on every Monday. Okay, 5 p.m. every Monday. All right, now let's start our class. Okay, so what is the objective for today? Okay, what is the objective for today's lesson? Okay, so by the end of this lesson, you should be able to, 1, okay, know when and how to use the past perfect simple and past perfect continuous. Okay, we are going to look at past perfect simple and past perfect continuous today. Okay, and number 2, you should be able to, okay, if you have understood, okay, the lesson, then you should be able to complete sentences with the correct form of past perfect simple and past perfect continuous. This will be tested at the end of our class. Okay. All right, shall we continue with the next slide? All right, so past perfect simple. When do we use it? Okay, when do we use past perfect simple? Okay, we use the past perfect simple for an action or situation that finished, okay, finished before another action, situation, or time in the past. Okay, there are 2 actions and it's happened in the past. One action happened first before another action, right? So this is past perfect simple. Okay. Okay, for an action or situation that finished before another action or situation or time in the past. Okay, so we want to emphasize the perfect tense. The past perfect tense. We want to emphasize the which action happened first. Okay, which action happened first. Okay, for example, the lost climber had been on the mountain for days before he was rescued. So there are 2 action or situation here. One is the lost climber had been on the mountain. Okay, for days. And the second action is he was rescued. Right? Okay. Next, okay, rules. Okay. Okay, let's take a look at the rules for using the past perfect simple. Okay, number 1, must be 2 actions or situations. Okay, 2 actions or situations. Okay, number 2, one action happens after another action finished. Okay, first action finished, then second action happened. Okay, number 3, to emphasize which action happened first. Okay, past perfect is for the action that happened first. Okay, and okay, so the first action is in past perfect. Okay, the first action is in past perfect and the second action is in past simple. Okay, the second action is in past simple. Okay, so the example in sentence, the lost climber had been on the mountain 4 days before he was rescued. Okay, the same example as previous slide. Okay, so here, this is the first action and it is in the past perfect. And this is the second action and it is in past simple. Okay, this is the verb, it is in past simple, and this is the verb, it is in past perfect. Okay? All right, so far? Understand? Can you follow me until now? So far. If you understand, then type yes. Okay, type yes. Type yes in the chat session. Okay, so if you say yes, then we go on. Yes, okay, we continue.
Oh, yes, teacher, yes.
All right, so we continue with the next slide. All right. Okay, however, if it is clear which action happens first, okay, and one past action happens quickly after another, and or one is the immediate result of another. Okay, both are in the past, but one action happens quickly after another. Okay, right after this action happened, then another action happens. Okay, we use past simple. Okay, for both sentence, okay, for both verb, we use past simple. Okay, for example, we went to a talk and met a famous explorer. Okay, Right after you went to the talk, you met a famous explorer. Right? So this here in the center we use past simple because even though it's happened in the past, but the later actions happens quickly after the first sentence. Okay. Another example. When the little boy heard the thunder, he hid under the bed. Okay, this is one is the immediate result for another. Okay, the boy hid under the bed because he heard the thunder. Okay, right after he heard the thunder, then he hid under the bed. Okay, in this kind of sentence, we use past simple, right? Even though the actions, both actions happen in the past, but because of these rules, okay, so we use past simple. So you need to know the time and the situation, right? Which form to use, whether it's past simple or past perfect. Right, okay, rules. Okay, for past perfect, okay, this is the sentence structure, the form when you write a sentence using past perfect, okay? So, first you need subject. Okay, subject plus had plus verb, which is in past participle, and plus object, right? So, this is the rules when you write sentence in past perfect, okay? You must have had and verb that is in past participle. Okay, subject plus had plus verb plus object. What else? In past simple, okay, for past simple, subject plus verb. All right. Is it my line? Is it my line? Whose line is this? We're having trouble connecting. Okay. Hello? Can anyone hear me? Can you see?
Yes, can be heard. Cikgu
Can.
Aishah, continue. Very good.
Okay, I
Continue.
continue.
All right,
Okay,
good.
okay. So until here you can understand, right? So we continue with the next slide. All right. So note, this is for your review. Okay, what is past participle? Okay, so here is the verb. Okay, and this is the regular verb. It is not irregular. One is irregular and this is regular verb. Okay, this is the base or roots verb words for verb. Okay, verb. Climb, walk, drink. Okay, this is the base or roots. Okay, and then in present tense, okay, the verb you add s. Okay, climb become climbs. Okay, this is depend on the subject. Okay, if the subject is singular, then you add s, or if the subject is plural, then you don't have to add s. Okay, it's the same as the root word. Okay, and then in past tense, okay, for regular word, verb, you just add ed, climbed, ed for the regular verb. And then in past participle, it is the same here. Past tense and past participle, the verb is same, climbed, climb. Also, it is also for for walk. Okay, for walks, you add s for singular subject, and then past tense, you add ed, and then in participle, it's the same as the past tense, you add ed, right? Then for drink, okay, this is irregular. Okay, this is irregular verb. Example of irregular verb. Why it is irregular? Because the past tense change. Okay, you don't add ed here. The present tense is simple, same, but the past tense and the past participle is different. Okay, so for drink, okay, the past tense for drink is drank, and the past participle is drunk. Okay, so this is the verb that you need to use together with the past perfect. Okay, with the perfect tense. Okay, whether it's present perfect or past perfect, you need to use this verb. Okay, this column. Okay, past participle. Okay, you can check this if in your textbooks, close-up textbook, it's at the back of your textbooks. Okay, the list. Some of the list. Okay, it's not all. Okay. Next. Yes, yes. Drunk, drunk. Past tense for drink is drank. Yes, drank. Past tense for drink is drank. This is past tense for drink is drank. Okay? Okay, time expressions. Okay? For past perfect tense, okay, for past perfect tense, we go past perfect tense, the time expressions that we use with that we usually use with is already, okay, for a long time, for ages, just, never, once, since 2007, since June, so far, yet. Okay? For a long time, for ages, just, never, once, since 2007, since June, so far, and yet. Okay, this time expression usually together with past perfect. Okay. All right. How? Okay. How? Okay. This is how we use the past perfect. Okay. If it is the affirmative. Okay. If it's the affirmative sentence. So here is I, he, she, it, we, you, they. This is the subject. Okay. The subject, and after the subject you add head. Okay, add head, or in this bracket is apostrophe D. It is the contraction for head. Okay, you put this D apostrophe D right after the subject. Okay, for example, here you read I had climbed. Okay, but if you use the contraction for head, then it's I'd. Okay, I'd climb. I'd climb. So it means I had climbed. Okay, if it is in negative form, then you add had not, okay, or hadn't. Okay, this is the contraction for had not, hadn't. Okay, had not. I, he, she, it, we, you, they had not climbed. Okay, climbed. Or if in a question form,
Cikgu Aishah,
yes.
Cikgu Aishah, excuse me. Can we have a short break for a short while? Just a minute?
It's already 30 minutes. Oh,
Yeah, just a short break for 1 minute,
okay.
please.
Okay.
Let's listen to our advertisement, to our special
All
advertisement.
right.
Okay.
Tuisyen online percuma. Tuisyen online percuma. Layari www.academyyoutuber bagi mengikuti tuisyen online secara percuma. Prasekolah, sekolah rendah, sekolah menengah, semua ada di Akademi YouTuber. Rujuk jadual di laman sesawang www.academyyoutuber.com. Semoga masa terluang anak-anak anda diisi dengan sebaiknya. Tuisyen online percuma mestilah Akademi YouTuber.
Okay, Cikgu Aishah, there's a question here from Mama Khair Iskandar bin Mama Khairuddin. Okay, the
Yes.
question, what is different past tense and past participle? What is different past tense and past participle?
What is the difference between past tense and
Past
past
tense and past
participle?
participle. Yes.
Participle? What is
different between past tense and past participle.
Okay.
This question is from Muhammad Khair.
Okay, so past tense or present tense or past participle is all the tenses that it shows the time when it is the action happened, right? Whether it happened in present, whether it happened in the past, okay? So or whether it happened in the future. Okay, so past tense and past participle. Past participle, we need to use it with the head, with the past, with the perfect tense. Okay, must use with the perfect tense. Okay, to show when is the action happened. Okay, so past perfect tense or present perfect tense, we need to know that which action happened first. Okay, because it's related to when is the action happens. Okay, because it's difference when it's the regular and irregular verb. Okay, for the regular verb, the past tense is same as the participle, but for the irregular verb, the past tense is different, okay, with the participle. So you need to know this verb, whether it's regular or irregular. Okay, so you just need to know, okay, for present perfect you need to use past participle. Okay, right? Okay, so just remember past participle. Okay, verb and past tense verb is different when it is for irregular verb. Okay, all right, I hope that's answer your question. Okay, next. Okay, so if you want to use it in question, so you put had in front of the sentence before the subjects, and then the verb is at the back of the sentence. Okay, and for short answers, okay, yes, had, yes, I, she, it had, or yes, we, you, they had. Okay, or no, I, she, it hadn't, or no, we, you, they hadn't. Right. Okay, this is the sentence structure, okay, for the past perfect. All right, for examples, okay, for example, we had forgotten our passports, so we went home to get them. Okay, so the first action is forgotten. Okay, had forgotten the passport. Okay, this action happened first. Okay, then because of you had forgotten your passport, then you went home to get them. Okay, this is the second action, and the second action is in past simple, right? Okay, for number 2, he had traveled all over the world by his 30th birthday. Okay, had traveled is the first action, happened first. Okay, before he reached 30th birthday. His birthday is on 30th. Then before his birthday, he had traveled all over the world. So this action is already finished. Okay, happened. Okay, all right. Now, okay, so until then, you understand, right? The explanation about the past perfect tense. Yes? Yes? So, okay, yes. So now let's test your understanding, right? Okay, so, okay, question number 1. Okay, complete the sentences with the correct form of the past perfect simple. Okay, the skier, blank, okay, this is the verb that you need to use, return to the hotel before the storm started. Okay, now write your answer. Type your answer in the chat comment. Okay, I want to see your answer. Okay, okay, type your answer now. Okay,
Okay.
Nasty, yes,
Yeah. Nashti Gang says had written. And
had
Asha Kumar
written.
also mentioned return, had written.
Had written. Okay, let's check the answer. Yes, the skier had written. Okay, you got it correct. Okay, had written to the hotel before the storm started. Okay, this action happened first. Okay, next, question number 2. Right. Shelley blank never / play golf in her life, but she realized she was very good. Oh, this is not goose, this is good. Okay, typo. Okay, very good. She is very good at it. Okay, what's your answer? Type your answer down. Okay, I can see that many had still answer had written. Yes, the answer for number 1 is had written. Yes, correct. Okay, what about question number 2? Okay, question number 2. The word that you need to use is never / play. Okay, it is a
Okay,
negative.
Kwa Ting Jalim mentioned the word had never played, and even Asha Kumar and Hanisha Razak had never played.
Had never played. Okay, let's
Yes.
check the answer. Yes, Shelley had never played. Okay, all right, very good. Okay, it seems that you guys understood. Okay, what about number 3? Am I too fast?
No, you're okay.
Okay, all right.
All right.
Okay, number 3, had never played. I said it to teacher first. Oh, come on, Ichiro. All right. Number 3. Okay, look at this at the end of the sentence. There's a question mark here. So this is a question form, okay? So what is your answer? Blank, they / already / call a taxi by the time you arrived. Right? Okay, what's your answer? Okay?
Some of the students answered here. Hanif Hafiza. They mentioned, had they already called? Had they already called? They had already called. There are 2 answers. Nashti,
okay.
they had already called. And then Tamas Selvi, had they already called? And the other students also, she said, they had already called. Let's check
They
for the
had already.
answers.
Okay, so we have 2 answers here. Okay, they had
3.
already called, or 3 answers.
Yeah, they had already called.
And had they already called?
Already
Okay.
called, yes.
All right.
And they had already. So one more answer. They had already.
They had already. Okay, so this is the correct answer. Had they already called? Okay, had they already called? So put the had, okay, the had in front of the sentence because it is the question. Okay, it is a question. Oh, okay. Saifullah Haridi. Okay, had they already called? Okay, had they already called? Remember, the verb must be in participle. So called must add ed. Okay, Saifullah Haridi called. Okay, had they already called? Right? All right. Yes. No, Sabrina is correct. Okay, next. Okay, until 2008, we sailing. Okay, in brackets, the word that you need to use is never / be. Never / be. Okay, until 2008, we never / be sailing. Okay, what is the answer for this question? All right, what is the answer for this question? Yeah, Ichiro said we had never been. Okay, we had never been sailing. All right.
And John Sufi said had never been.
Had never been. Okay, so most of them answers had never been. Yes.
Never been. Yes, yes.
Okay, had never been. So let's check the answer.
Yes.
Hanif Hazid had never be. Had never be. Okay.
Yeah.
Had never been. Yes, had never been. Okay, so remember with the perfect tense, okay, the verb, okay, must use the participle, the past participle. Okay, be here is the root word for be, so you must change it to participle into been. Okay, had never been. Okay, that's why it is important for you to remember the verb, whether it's in present tense or in past tense or it's past participle. You must remember that, okay? It's like your CFA, okay? When ask you 2 plus 2, what is 2 plus 2, okay? So you automatically, you know the answer. All right, I need to switch on my power. Okay, remember, so what? The tenses, okay, the tenses, the verb, okay, the verb, you need to remember. It's very important for you to remember that, okay, the present tense, the past tense, the participle. Okay, you need to remember that. Okay, and number 5. Okay, number 5. What is the answer for number 5? I blank work as an instructor for ages and was a bit bored with my job. Okay, I work as an instructor. Okay, remember the what's the sentence structure form for past perfect. Okay, must have subject. After the subject is the head. After the head is the verb in participle, and then the object. Head work.
Okay.
Ichiro,
Elisa and Hanif and Hidayah say the word had worked. Had
head
worked.
work.
Yes.
With in participle, had work. Alisa said had
Yes.
worked. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, the answer is had work. Okay. So I can see that some of you still not use the past participle. Okay, the verb in part. Okay, zom TKD. Okay, see, I had work. The work must add ed. Okay, you must add ed. I had work. Okay, it's not in the base word. It's the base. It's in past participle. Okay, form. Okay, understand?
Okay.
Okay. Number 6. Dean and friend blank walked in the Alps once and really enjoyed themselves. Okay, so they okay, what is the answer? Dean and friend. Okay, Zaum TKD say I was typing too fast. Oh, you want to be the first one to answer it, right? Huh?
Had
Zahim?
walked, Dean and
Had walked.
yeah.
Okay, Dean and friend had walked in the Alps once and really enjoyed themselves. Yes, had walked.
Yeah, most of them got the answer correct.
Yes, very good. Yes, the answer is had walk. Okay, so
Yeah.
very good. So it seems that you understood for past perfect simple, right? Okay, yes, Ichiro, right, had walk. Okay, now, okay, now we go to our next part of this lesson, which is past perfect continuous. Okay, past perfect continuous. Can we go on? Can we continue with this one?
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
I think can.
So,
We still got time.
yeah, we still got time, eh? Okay, what about you
Yes,
guys?
we have time.
Can we continue?
Yeah, what about you students? Are you
Yes,
okay?
what about, are you
Please
okay?
right there at the chat group, please. Are you okay? Are you comfortable? Okay, I assume that all of you are fine.
All right. Okay,
All right,
fine.
let's
Okay.
continue with our lesson.
All right, we continue with the past perfect.
Yeah, Alisa say yes.
Okay. So we continue with
Okay,
past perfect continuous. Okay. So when do we use past perfect continuous? Okay, we use the past perfect continuous for actions that started in the past and were still in progress when another action started or when something happened. Okay. Also, it's two actions, both in the past. Okay. One started and still in progress, still going on. The first action started and it's still in the progress when another action started, right? So we use past perfect continuous. Okay, remember both are in the past. Okay, both in the past. Before the second action happened, the first action still on progress. Okay, still on progress until the second action happened. Right. For example, okay, he had been free falling for several seconds before he opened his parachute. Okay, before he opened his parachute, he had been free falling for several seconds. Okay, so this is the first action and this is the second action. Alright? Alright. Time expressions that we use with past perfect continuous is all day, all night, all week, 4 years, for a long time, for ages, since. Okay, if you see this time expressions, then you can know. Okay, this sentence is in perfect tense. Alright? Sometimes when we want to identify this sentence is in the past, in the present, or in the perfect tense, so we need to look for the time expressions. Okay, so we know. Okay, which verb we need to use. If you know the time expression, then you know it's happened in the past, or it's happened in the present, or it's happened in the future. Okay, the time expression is important to tell you when it's happened. Right? Next, okay. In the past perfect continuous, we can use how long. Okay, how long. Okay, we want to answer. We want to ask how long. Berapa lama? How long? Okay, so we use how long had you been competing in races? How long had you been competing in races? So we can use it in the past perfect continuous. Alright, rules. Okay, rules. Okay, the sentence structure when we use past perfect continuous. Okay, first we must have subject, and then plus had, and then plus been. Okay, been, and then plus verb, and the verb must plus ing. Okay, had plus been plus verb, and the verb is ing. Right? And plus object. Okay, so you must remember this form. Okay, this form of past perfect continuous or the sentence structure. Okay, so if you remember this, then you will write your sentence correctly. Okay. Okay, so this is the affirmative. Okay, the affirmative subject had been climbing. Okay, had been. Look at this word, climb. Then you add ing, and for negative, had not. Okay, had not been climbing. Continuous questions. So had is at the front. Okay, had and then subject and then been and climbing, and then short answer yes, yes I had, yes she had, or yes they had. Okay, or no he she it hadn't, or no we you they hadn't. Okay, remember the sentence structure for the past perfect continuous. Right, examples. Okay, my grandfather had been living in his old house for ages before he moved in with us. Okay, so this is grandfather had been living in his old house. Okay, this action started in the past. Okay, so he had been living in his old house until he moved in with his family. Okay, he moved. Okay, so the first sentence which is in present and is the past perfect continuous. Okay, had been living, and the second sentence is in the past simple. He moved. Okay, he moved. Had been living, he moved. Okay, and example number two, I had been coping with my problem for weeks before I found a solution. Okay, before I found a solution, I had been coping with my problems. Okay, my problems ended when I found the solution. Okay, I had been coping. Okay, remember had plus been plus cope, change and add ing. Okay, remember this form of sentence. Alright, understand? Yes? Okay? Now, can you differentiate now the past perfect tense, the past perfect simple, and the past perfect continuous? Can you differentiate it? Okay, what form should you use and in the past perfect simple, and what short forms should you use in the past perfect continuous? Okay? Yes? Yes or no? Can we try the quiz now? Yes. Okay. So this is in past perfect continuous. Okay, let's see if you can write the past perfect continuous form correctly. Okay, this is okay. Question number 1. Blank she / fight against the disease for long before she died. Before she died. Okay, look at the question. It has a question mark at the end, so it is the question form. Okay, so what is your answer? Okay, type your answer. She had been fighting? Had she been fighting?
No, but Risha mentions here she had been fighting, and even Asha Kumar. No,
She had
Sabrina
been,
also mentioned. Yes, she had been fighting.
alright, okay, remember, look at the question. There's question mark
And
here.
some says, no, Atira says, had she been fighting?
Had been, had
fighting.
she been fighting? Had she been
Yeah.
fighting? Yes. Alright. Remember, it's a question mark here. So it's a question form. So when it's a question form, had must be at the front of the sentence. Right? Must be at the front of the sentence. So this is the correct answer. Had she been fighting? Alright? Had she been fighting? Because we want to ask the question. Okay? When you want to ask, remember, put had at the front. Right? It's not the statement. It's the question. So put had at the front. Had she been fighting? Yes, correct. Correct, of course. Or yes.
Even Tachana give the answer, had she fought? I think that is not correct.
Had she fought? Oh no, that is not correct. Had she fought? No. You asked it in the past perfect. Had she fought is in the past perfect. Okay? We are now in past perfect continuous. Okay? Had she been fighting? Yes. Had she been fighting? Remember, if you look at the word, if you see this word continuous, whenever you see the word continuous, whether it's in present or whether it's in the past, when you see the word continuous, then the verb must have ing. Okay? Must have ing. Remember? Okay, remember that. When the word continuous, you see this word continuous, the verb must plus ing. Base word plus ing. Okay? Next, okay, number 2. They not fly for long when they lost radio contact. Okay, this is a statement. Okay, this is the statement. So, so you can see this is the affirmative statement, right? So they, the subject is in the front of the sentence. So after the subject, it is followed by, and then it is followed by, and then it's followed by, and then it's followed by object. All right. So what is your answer for this question number 2? What is your answer for question number 2? What's wrong, Ichiro? They had not fly. Remember, Ichiro, fly. The verb must add ing. They had not been flying. They had not fly. They had not been flying. Alisa had not been flying. Okay.
Oh, some mention hadn't been flying.
Had been
hadn't
flying.
Been flying.
Yes.
Had not been flying.
Hadn't been flying. Had not been flying. Are not flying.
So many answers over here.
All right. Remember the form, the sentence structure for past perfect continuous: had plus been plus verb plus ing. Right? So you must remember that form. Okay. So this is the correct answer. Okay. Had not been flying. Had not been flying. Okay. For perfect continuous, you must have this word been. Okay, been. Had not flying is not right. It's wrong. Had not been flying. Yes, Muhammad Abdullah Afiq said had not been flying. Yes, correct. Okay, hadn't not flying. Nadira Zulkifli, it's wrong, Nadira. Had not been flying, right? Correct. Had not been flying. They had not flying, bro. Bro Zikman. It's wrong, bro Zikman. They had not flying. Where's the word been? Where's the word been? Had not been. Been. Okay. Perfect continuous. Must have been. Yes. Yes. Kashvina. Jeva Gopi. Yes. You are right. They had not been flying. Very good. Okay. Next.
Cikgu
Okay,
Aishah.
Yes.
Cikgu Aishah, we
Yes,
have
yes.
5 more minutes only.
5 more. Okay, let's continue. Okay, let's go faster. Okay, number three. How long? How long? Okay, this is question. Question. Remember, this is question. How long you dig before you found the buried treasure? How long? What is your answer? Hishwaraya, why-headed is incorrect. Let me see your answer again. What did you type your answer? Headed is correct. It's the contraction for had not. Okay.
Had not been flying.
Had not. Yes, hadn't been flying is correct. If you type hadn't been flying. Oh yes, that's right. That's correct. Hadn't been flying. Yes, correct.
Yeah.
That's right. That's correct. Okay, number 3. How long? What's your answer? Had been you digging? How long had been you digging? How long had?
Yeah, we have Nashti.
Had you been digging? Yes. Ichiro type, how long had you been digging? Had you been digging, Diana? Okay, yes. The answer is how long had you been digging? Right? Had you been digging? Yes, correct. Had you been digging? Remember, for question,
yes.
had, then subject, then the verb been, then digging. Okay, next for number 4. Okay, we blank play in the rain since midday, so we were wet. Okay, so we were wet. Okay, we. What is the answer? We.
They are crying.
Number 4. We have 5 minutes left, right? 5 minutes left?
Yeah. 5 more minutes. Less than that.
Okay. We had been playing. Okay, I see answer. We had been playing. Okay, that's for first previous question. Had been playing. Yes, Abdullah Talib said had been playing. We had been playing. Yes, we had been playing. Correct. Okay, very good. So we had been playing, right? Okay, I see many answers. Had been playing. Okay, very good. You guys very good. Okay, this is quite difficult. Okay, so do we have time for these questions? Okay.
Maybe one question, last question. Maybe one question you can do.
Okay,
Cikgu Aishah, do one last question, please.
Okay, this is the last questions. Okay, so this one you need to complete the sentence with the correct form of the past perfect simple or the past perfect continuous of the verbs in brackets. Okay, so you need to identify, is this the time expression? Is this the second action happened before? Is the first action happening until the second action happened, or it started in the past and ended before the second happened? The survivors had finally reached a village after days of walking.
Okay, students' answer here had finally reached.
Had finally reached. Had been finally reached. Had finally
Most of them answered that.
Had finally reached. Okay, because it's not the progress. The first action is not ongoing actions until the second action happened. Right? It's ended. Okay, it's ended. Okay, so the survivors had finally reached a village after days of walking. Okay, so all right, let me stop this. Okay, we have to stop there. Okay, that's the last question that I can give you. But I have made a Google a quiz in a Google form, so I can share it with you in the comment session after this, right? So I stop sharing now my screen. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Cikgu Aishah. Okay, hello everyone. We are back again. I'm sure you enjoyed. We are done with today's session. All right. We learned a lot from Cikgu Aishah Harun about past perfect, past simple, past participle, root words, and also past tense for regular verbs. All right. Okay, very easy. Sometimes we forget, but don't worry. Look at your textbook, close-up book. There are various activities for you to do. So when you're free, please do. All right. Don't forget, boys and girls. You need to work hard. Okay. Congratulations to those who are able to follow our session from the beginning till the end. That was a great job. And thank you very much again to our special teacher, Madam Aishah Harun, for such an interesting lesson, and she explained it well. Before I provide the certificate link, I want to remind all of you to fill in using EDD account. Please have your EDD account, and the link will only be active in 30 minutes, not more than 30 minutes. So you must do it fast. Don't forget to click and fill in the form with correct spelling. That is very important. Your full name. Also, the link certificate is already at the chat section. You can look at the chat section now. And the passcode of today's session is what? Try to guess. It is HOUSE. It is house. The link for the certificate is already at the chat section. The passcode of today's session is house. HOUSE. Please use capital letters. All right? Are you clear with me? Any problems so far? No problem.
Okay, Teacher Majid. Teacher Majid. Okay, so I've shared the Google form quiz. Okay, so
okay, no problem. You can share.
Yes, I've shared at the comment section, so you can click on the Google form link and do the exercise and check whether you understand or not for today's lesson. Okay, so
all right.
Thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much for all of you. Okay, for joining me this today. Okay. Thank you. Back to you, Madam Manjit. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Cikgu Aishah, and thank you very much. Okay, to those who haven't joined EDD Junior Telegram, please do so. Okay, why? If you want to get more information, to go to www.academyyoutuber.com. Okay, to those who haven't joined EDD Junior Telegram, please do so. If you want to get more information, please go to www.academyyoutuber.com. Okay, clear everyone? Good. I'm sure you know about this, huh?
Once you see us, what if you don't have EDD email? So you need to create an account. Okay.
Yes, they must create an account now.
Yes, in the link, the certificate link, there's a form for you to create the Google, the EDD email, right?
Okay, let's continue. So once again, I would like to thank you, Madam Aishah Harun, for the interesting lesson. It was very good. And I'm sure my students and our students managed to get a lot of information today. And boys and girls, how do you remember all these things? You must do a lot of exercise. When you keep on doing your exercise, you'll be able to use it correctly. That's the way, all right? Okay. Thank you again, Madam Aishah Harun, by clicking the subscribe button. Okay, I saw some of you are just coming into this group. So please do subscribe our teacher's subscribe button, so that next time any videos are released, you will be able to get. Clear?
Thank you. Thank you.
And thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much to all our other teachers also. Puan Emily, Puan Gan.
Yes, thank
Puan
you,
Ahmad,
Puan Emily,
Faliza.
Puan Gan,
Alright, and also
Puan
students who are here
Elza.
today. And
Thank you, Madam Manjit.
yeah, and I think that's all for now. We are having another class soon. So I'll be seeing you in another session. Goodbye everyone and have a pleasant day. Enjoy your weekend. Bye. See you soon. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye boys and girls and everyone. Take care.
Berikutan pengumuman penutupan sekolah sehingga akhir persekolahan. Pengajaran dan pembelajaran secara home-based learning tetap diteruskan. Oleh itu, kami di Akademi YouTuber menyediakan tuition online percuma pertama di Malaysia dari prasekolah hinggalah ke sekolah menengah dengan kerjasama E-Didik Malaysia dan Kelab Guru Malaysia. Kenapa bayar jika anda boleh dapat percuma? Bermula percuma, selamanya akan percuma. Manfaatkan peluang yang ada. Jangan tunggu lagi, sertailah sekarang. Untuk maklumat lanjut, layari www.akademiyoutuber.com.
Dibawakan kepada anda oleh Akademi YouTuber.